everyone. Welcome to this October 13th, a Thursday. On this episode, we are welcoming Angelina Benedetti. I'm sorry about that. Artist, illustrator, all-around curious person. Welcome to the show. It's so nice to meet you.
Thank you very much, Ingrid and Lindsey. Yeah.
Hello, Angelina. Oh, it's so awesome to meet you. Been watching your artwork for a long time on Facebook. It just, the original style just smacks you in the face. I love it. Can we start at the beginning? Did you always draw as a kid, or was it more when you got a bit older? And who are your influences?
Yeah. Actually, I as I can remember, always, yeah, especially in kindergarten, yeah. I think that started actually there, yeah. Drawing always hedgehogs and all that kind of animals. I still get the drawings, yeah, but I don't know where they are. Yeah, that actually started, yeah, in my childhood. And then actually, I think I was 12, 13 or 14. I started reading all that comics about horses here in Germany. That was a girls magazine called Wendy. I don't know if it exists over there. I don't know, but there were all those beautiful drawn comics, and so I started drawing comics on my own for my sister actually, and yeah. I loved it. Yeah.
Have you heard of that comic, Ingrid? You love horses, don't you? Have you never heard?
No, I've not heard of that one. We didn't. As far as I know, when I was a kid, that's like way longer ago than for you guys. When there was not access to quite that amount of comics when I was younger, except for the newspaper when you had. Had some of those comics in the newspaper that had horses, and I'd try to draw them. Or Superman, Superboy, the super something, and they had the super horse with it and all that. Anyway, please continue.
So did you study art? Did you go to college to study art, or did you just start working?
Well, I just finished my schools, yeah, and actually, I planned studying graphic design or something like this, but unfortunately, that didn't work. And just after applying at any university that I could think of, I just thought, okay, you cannot do nothing. You have to do anything. And then I just started working. Yeah, my how is it called? Not comprehensiveship. Is it Ausbildung? What is it called in English? Apprenticeship. So as a retail saleswoman, yeah. And yeah, I do this, I think, almost for 10 years now. Yeah.
10 years. Okay, yes.
Yeah, for 10 years. Yeah.
That's a long time. And you love that job?
No. Don't get me wrong, but I love working with customers, talking to them, but it's as you get older, it's getting harder, especially physically, and yeah, I hope I can quit.
When you've got art in your soul, you have to do art, and no job that's not art is going to make you happy. No matter how good it is or how nice the people are.
Exactly. Yeah.
What college course did you go on? What did you study at college?
Well, I just started almost 2 years ago in university again. So I just turned 30 and thought, okay, you have to do something else now, because someday it's too late. Yeah. My boyfriend just he forced me, actually, okay, you can do this now, and supported me at that, and come study now, and now I'm studying graphic design, as I always wanted to. Yeah.
So what you mentioned earlier that you actually wrote a book and it had a lot about the different packages that you've trained to use and everything. Can you tell us a little bit about what's in there?
About the art book.
Yeah.
At university, I just learned how to work with all the Adobe programs and all that stuff. And we also did some portfolios there. And I liked working on own books. And so I just started doing my first art book on my own. And that was lots of fun. Yeah,
that is fun, eh?
Yeah. So there's actually only some of unseen artworks in it, and some of progresses.
Work in
example,
progress.
Yeah, and all that stuff. Yeah.
Has it been released?
No, I as I said, I just did it on my own and brought it to conventions and sending it out.
Have you thought about uploading it to like a print on demand site, like Amazon or anything like that?
Yeah, that would actually, maybe that would work. I don't know. Yeah. Actually, great suggestion. Yeah.
So how did you first discover sketch cards, and what was the very first set you did?
Well, I don't know. Do you guys remember DeviantArt?
Yes.
Yeah.
I still have my account, yeah.
That was actually my start in seeing new styles and all those super talented artists. I think it was the first time I've seen Ingrid's thing on the internet. Yeah. I also remember seeing your sketch cards there. I don't know.
Kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did post a lot way back in like a long time ago, but it's a bajillion people over there.
Yeah.
I used to see them listed, sketch cards. They used to be listed a lot more as ACEOs, didn't they? Way back when.
Yeah. Well, it still is a thing unto itself, ACEOs. It's a little, ACEOs. It's a little bit different than sketch cards, but yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
So are you still on DeviantArt?
I am, but I don't do anything actually.
Why?
Since I'm here on Facebook, you don't post anything there. And I don't think it's working anymore. I don't know.
No, I think so, but I think it's changed, and I don't know if I want to take the time to learn it.
Yeah. But I think 10 years ago, it was great. It was fun seeing new talents and sharing your artwork and getting connected to new people. And that was actually the time when I, as I said, when I saw something like sketch cards. And I was very curious about it.
That's how you fell down the rabbit hole and
that was so interesting working on such a size. Yeah.
What was the first company you worked for?
It was really Tops. Yeah, it was Tops. I was suggested by an artist who worked also for Tops, and he just saw my work here on Facebook, and he wrote me a message. Okay, I'm gonna suggest you over there. Maybe you send your portfolio over there, and just try it out. And I was accepted by them. I think it was, I don't know who worked there.
You remember what year that was about?
I think it was Galactic Files. I think that was the first set.
That was
in 2012, I think.
Oh, yeah. That's a while ago.
Yeah.
It's 10 years now, right?
Yeah. Are you still working for Tops?
I do, but I do mostly for the digital app now.
Oh, really?
You must explain to us about the digital app, because I do not understand any of it.
I don't either. Yeah. Being honest, I cannot imagine buying not physical cards, really spending money on not physical stuff. It's to me it's weird. Yeah.
Oh, it's really the NFT things and all of that.
I would explain it like this, actually. Yeah. I
don't get it either.
Yeah. You just trade digital cards, yeah, with others, collect them, getting all that stuff, special stuff. I don't know. But I wouldn't, being honest, I would.
Is that something you do through Tops? Do you submit those to Tops and then it go? I honestly don't understand how it works. What's the process?
How it works? Well, I think the most fun part about this is actually that I can work on a bigger size. I do bigger drawings, paintings, whatever. First, of course, you do your sketches for the approval by Lucasfilm, and maybe they got some changes or faults that they want to
correct.
Yeah, yes, right. And after this, you just do the color version or in any style that is in your mind. Yeah, and I think this is actually the most fun part. Yeah, doing bigger sizes and doing all in color maybe or in your style. Because when you work on such a small size, it is also fun. Yeah, but
hard to fit the detail in, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's hard on the eyes.
Sometimes, yeah, it is. Yeah.
How many have you done for this digital trading thing?
Yeah, currently I'm working on a new project. I think is it now 8 or 9?
Oh, nice.
I think so, yeah. I think the first set was 2 years ago or 1 year ago. I don't remember. I do not remember. No, but I think it's now number 9 or 10. I don't know.
Well, that's fantastic. Do you think you're going to continue working with sketch cards, or are you now finally moving on to something else?
I would not quit that. No, because I like working on sketch cards too much. It's very handy, and I think there are too many customers who still ask for example, my sketch cards or for artist returns, for example. Unfortunately, I missed the deadline for the new Masterwork set now that is in the works. Yeah, I won't be on that set.
Oh.
Yeah, I missed it, unfortunately. Yeah.
I would happily just do Masterworks every year. Just Masterworks. Card stock is lovely.
So Lindsey, are you on that? Ingrid, are you both on that? I don't know.
I didn't. I just cannot right now. I don't have the time. I just cannot do it. Unfortunately.
I've squeezed it in somehow, just because I love the card stock.
It is so nice. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
You can get a great result quickly, so I don't mind. Going back to, I would love to know what materials you use to achieve because your style is so unique. How did you find it? Did you have an artist you really loved, or did it just come out as it came out? Or
well, I remember starting, of course, with graphic pencils in my adolescence time. Yeah, that was actually the first style that I experienced, or that I wanted to develop. I remember seeing, for example, on DeviantArt, the artist Karen Hinson. If you haven't seen her, she's amazing. Actually, she was the first artist that I really admired, that I really worshipped. She was actually the master of graphite pencil. And
What was her name again?
Karen Hinson.
Hilson?
Yeah. Hinson. Yeah. Hinson. Yeah. She was actually the first artist that I've seen on the internet, and that was a time when I thought, okay, you need to draw like her, because she is such a fantastic artist in details, and and so I started off also with graphite pencils, and I think around 2012, I think, or a bit earlier, I started with a ballpoint pen. That was really fun to me. It was fantastic. I never stopped. I just draw with pen, and since a few years I work with watercolor, and that is definitely my favorite tool, my favorite kind of stuff. Yeah, because you can do so much with it. Especially working with techniques, different techniques, especially. It depends on the paper, definitely, but you can do so much with it. And I think for 3 years now, also with oil colors, and this is also fun. This is fantastic.
They take a long time to dry, but they are fun, eh?
Yeah. I also tried gouache, but that doesn't work that much now.
No.
I used at college. It is a little bit different, isn't it? It's an odd thing to work with. Do you, looking at your pictures, some of them almost look like you. Do you ever mix and match, like with watercolor with your pencils as well? You know, for the hatching, or do you tend to stick to one material per picture?
Actually, I try to stick to one technique. Also, I mix, of course. When I work with watercolors, for example, in the end, I just add some details with I don't know, maybe color pencils or something like this. And you cannot always achieve the dark tones with watercolors. Sometimes it depends on of course, on the company that you work with. Something like, I don't know, black tones or something. I don't know.
Do you have any favorite brands of pens or paints?
Yeah, I think Schminke is actually very good at watercolor. Yeah. But I also discovered now a new company from France, Sennelier, which is really fantastic.
Oh my God.
The colors are very sticky and fantastic. I've never seen so deep colors, very colorful, really bright. That the best company I ever.
Sennelier, they also, I've never tried their watercolors, but I have tried their oils.
Yeah.
They cost so much money, but my God, it's an orgasmic experience. It's just something else. It's it's really different.
Yeah.
Are you constantly trying different tools and paints and things?
Yeah.
So
they
you
do
like to explore?
for paints now, for
or any of them, like ink, and different kinds of watercolors, different kinds of paint. Do you keep exploring and trying new things?
Definitely. I think 10 years ago, I just said, okay, I can't do colors or working with colors. And now I do most of the time with colors and all that stuff. Also, I told myself, okay, you will never work with oil colors, for example. But yeah,
you go.
I just always say, try it out and you will find your own style. Definitely. Yeah.
I would say you've got your own unique color palette as well. You have lots of reds and oranges, and so pretty. I love them.
Thank you.
I need one of my son when I get ready.
We will talk about that.
Yes. I'm not from Ingrid. I want to collect one of him from everyone. I've only got one so far from Andy Fry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So where do you see yourself going? Right where you are now, you're kind of with sketch cards. You're trying out something with the digital cards. Are you going to be going into anything else in particular, like books, or perhaps doing your own series of cards or paintings or something?
Yeah. Actually, I don't know, because you never know what will happen in the future. I hope I will find I think my next goal is actually maybe doing covers for example, I don't know, DC or something like this. This is actually a goal that I still try to reach. Yeah.
So you like working with software as well?
Yes. Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe I would do maybe new art books, I don't know, or doing covers, or I also did some music covers, which was really nice, but nothing big. But that was also a great experience for me. Trying new things out. Yeah.
What style of
Album cover? So cool.
That was also watercolor. Yeah, but it was really nice. It was a new experience, and I was asked about okay, could you do something for my album maybe? And yeah, so that worked. Yeah.
Is there a very active art scene in Germany?
Art scene?
Well, an art community or art like where it's very active and it's easy for you to find projects.
Not I wouldn't say of course there's a community here, but I think everyone works on its own, I think. Yeah.
You were at Comic-Con recently, weren't you?
Yes. It was the last one was actually the last one was a Star Wars convention, which was really fantastic. They do such a great convention, so I couldn't say no joining them again. It was my second time there. But yeah, otherwise I always love going to conventions. Yeah. I hope to do maybe one in London or something like this. Yeah, but since the Brexit, it's not that easy anymore. Yeah.
You must tell me if you come to England.
Yeah.
If you come and you don't tell me.
Oh, that'd be so awesome for you guys to be at the same con.
Yeah. But I would going maybe to New York Comic Con. It's still in the stars. We don't know. Yeah.
It's a dream.
So the Comic Con that you've been to, it was the one that was in Europe?
It was actually here in Germany. Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's in Stuttgart. Yeah.
What kind of an experience was that? Did you?
As it was not my first time, it was still great. I remember going to the first one, or especially as an artist, doing the first one I was so nervous. It was a very small convention back then, but I'm still very nervous. You don't know, will you have success? Yeah, that was, of course, it's always fun, but in the end of the day, you have to be very
practical,
satisfied with it. Yeah. And you always see the same people. It's actually like meeting a family every time. Yeah. I love doing conventions. I can actually, every artist who is watching this, I can only tell you, do conventions. Yeah, it's the best time.
How many have you done? I've done one. Well, two actually. That's it. How many have you done? Yeah.
I think it would. I would say around 20 or
Oh, you're
25
whoa.
in all in all. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. I've got one on Sunday. I'm doing a panel.
Oh, really? Oh my God.
Isn't that
What
awesome?
will it be about? Or are you doing this on your own or?
It's I guessed at a particular Comic-Con. I think I do about maybe 6 a year, something like
Yeah.
that. I'm doing. So this will be the first time I've been up on stage and asked any questions though, and
Wow.
so I'm a bit worried.
Oh,
But
it'll be fine.
Yeah, you will be fine.
fingers crossed.
So, what is your long-term goal that you would like to achieve with your artwork, Angelina? What do you?
Being independent, I would say. Being independent is actually the biggest goal that I want to achieve. Yeah, being independent, working on my own. Yeah, just always be free, and this is actually the goal that I wanted to achieve 10 years ago. Yeah, and but looking back now and seeing all the steps, sometimes it's unreal what you can achieve actually in 10 years. And sometimes I can't believe on my own what we are able to at art as artists. Yeah, and
Pretty
10 years
impressive.
ago or 15 years ago maybe, I would have never thought of being or working for companies or developing a new style, for example, or being able to work with colors, having such cool friends like you. That was because I was very insecure all the time, all that time ago, and also doing conventions. I was so insecure and very shy, especially talking to new people, and that actually helped me coming to people and talking to people, and yeah, that helped a lot. So I hope maybe in 10 years being independent or doing bigger projects.
I think you're doing great now because you were nominated for a competition recently, weren't you? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, that was very surprising actually. I was nominated as a young talent of this year by the Watercolor Group. They do something like exhibitions in Italy, which is fantastic. I never heard of this, and I joined the group, and maybe I would do an exhibition in Italy. I don't know. You never know.
If
And
you win, will you not be exhibiting your work?
no, not yet. I would love to. This is also some kind of thing, or doing maybe exhibitions. I love being at exhibitions, looking at new art, or going to museums. I love this.
Yeah.
Maybe
I mean, your likenesses are so good that I can see you winning like portrait artist competitions and things like that, because so unique, and it just, like I say, the likeness is so good.
Thank you.
More competitions.
So you actually have a unique opportunity, like you work alone as an artist, of course, all artists work alone, but you also have a day job where you work with the public. So that's like very much a contrast.
And studying.
Do you like that contrast, or do you think, like, for instance, if you ever had the opportunity to just do your art and work alone, would you be able to handle all that solitude?
Actually, I would say the art saved me sometimes. Because as I said, I was so insecure a long time ago because of bullying and all that stuff. And that is actually why I always have drawn or painted or whatever, because I felt more secure on my own and being for myself, not having people around me. Yeah, that actually helped me. So and that day job, yeah, it's for me, it's just my day job. I don't put that much effort or that much time or yourself or myself into it. I just want to quit someday and never think about this again. And yeah, so doing art is actually the most satisfying thing for me. So yeah.
So you've already passed over that stage of where sometimes, when people, like I've tried it myself, when you have a different job and then you do your art, when you have days that you don't feel like working on your art, well, you still have your job, whereas when it's only your art, whether you want to do it or not, you kind of have to show up and do it. So you've already faced all that, and you know that if ever you can quit your job, you're going to be fine with it, and you're going to be okay.
Yeah, that was actually also a point that somebody told me at work or in my day job, because I always said I know the other side of the thing, or the other side of hard work. And I want to quit that someday. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to work for my boss, or I just want to be my own boss. Because I worked at so many companies, or and have seen lots of, I would say, unfair bosses, and I don't want to be in that anymore, actually. Yeah.
I think, Lindsey, you and I were pretty fortunate for that. We are the best bosses of all, aren't we? Don't you think you're your own best boss? A little hard, maybe, but mostly.
The problem is you don't get holidays.
Yeah. And you never get a raise, and no, but it is nice to be your own boss. There's no argument with that.
I believe that. Maybe I can work for you.
It's scary, but it's I've always liked that. I completely understand you with that one.
Well, when I first quit the day job, I was selling vintage toys as well. I was going to car boot sales and finding rare stuff and putting it on eBay. So when I didn't have any commissions coming in, I was doing that. And then eventually I didn't need to do that anymore because I had, enough work to do.
Yeah.
So there's steps you can take to get out of, and same as you, I went back to college, because I wanted that work ethic.
Yeah.
And
it was actually,
yeah.
Someday you will regret anything that you haven't done. So
that's right.
That's why I did it. Yeah.
I can tell you, as the oldest person in this group of 3 right now, I can tell you, you're absolutely right, Angelina. If it's something you really want to do, you should absolutely try.
Definitely, yeah.
Can I ask, do you have a favorite person to draw? Who's your most favorite character or actor or actress that you love to draw?
You know that already.
You can tell our watchers.
I just can name you a good example. Doing or being at conventions, and they all looking at my folders, and everyone says, "Oh, you like Natalie Portman, don't you?"
But you do her so well. She's so beautiful the way you paint her.
Oh, to draw as well. If you get her eyebrows, that's it. It doesn't look like her.
No.
Big eyebrows. Yeah.
Oh, she's very tricky. There's one reference and it's absolutely beautiful. But if you draw it wrong, she just looks ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know the one I mean. I'll have to find a picture of it. But every time I try it, if you don't get it just right, it just looks so wrong.
You know, I'm having a hard time drawing. It's the girl who plays Supergirl. What's her name? Melissa something?
Yeah. Yeah.
God, but I find her hard to draw.
Really?
Oh
Oh,
yeah. I don't know. I just can't make her look like her.
What is or what exactly is so hard to draw at her? Or
For her, I find she doesn't have how would you say, some kind of facial feature that's, particularly there. She could be one of those actors that could play anyone and you wouldn't know it was her.
yeah.
I mean that as a compliment. She has that kind of a face, but because she has that kind of a face, I find, for me anyway, I find it difficult to get her just right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I got this with Gal Gadot. She's really, really hard to draw, I think. Yeah.
Who?
Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman.
Gal Gadot. Oh yeah, I have not drawn her yet.
She's so hard to get right, really. I don't know what it is, but I think it's her nose or maybe the lip. I don't know what it is, but sometimes I'm looking at the drawing and think, okay, she doesn't look like her at all, and I will stop now. Yeah, I try to.
People who don't have much of cheekbones, I find it difficult for me to. I don't know why. It's weird. I don't get it, but there you go. When
Exactly.
they have like very prominent features and facial structure, it's easier to kind of maybe not character it, but stress it a little bit, and then it's easier. But some people, I just can't do it.
Yeah.
Such
I
as
love drawing Leia. Always Leia.
Oh
She's
yeah.
got the squishy chin and she's got
You like drawing monsters?
Not that much, no. There were some companies. I don't remember which one was about monsters. But I prefer maybe drawing really portraits or fantasy stuff more like this. Yeah, but I don't like drawing monsters that much. No.
Is there a direction that you'd like a direction that you would like to follow? Like maybe, I don't know, doing landscapes or just staying with portraits, or maybe into comics? I'm sorry?
About concept. I bet you'd be good at concept art.
Yeah.
Well, in the first thing that I really like is actually really doing portraits or drawing full bodies, something like this. To me, it's still hard doing the proportions. Really, that kind of thing is still hard to me. I love drawing faces. I also love drawing landscapes, especially when I'm on holidays, for example, and I'm carrying around my sketchbook, for example, just doing free stuff. And you don't
I've
have...
seen some of those. So pretty. I can't remember where you went, but I think you did a building and there was a bit of sky. And where did you go? I can't remember where you went, but it was lovely. Do you sell those sketchbooks? Do you like do a full sketchbook and then sell them, or do you just keep them to yourself?
No, I would never sell them. No. This is also very interesting because at the university I learned, for example, doing sketchbooks. That was really hard. Doing a sketch every day. It doesn't matter what it is, but you have to draw every day one sketch. And I learned that it is very intimidate. Is it a word? I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah. So I would never sell that because I also write some things in it, texts or thoughts, or when I'm depressive, I'm also writing things down, and so I would never sell it.
It's
No,
like a visual diary,
Too-
actually.
it
too
is. Yeah.
personal to say.
And it's the one place you can actually do whatever you want with no permission from anyone, be it writing or sketching, or you can do it the style you want. So you have total free permission. But you're right. In the beginning, was it the same like that for you, Lindsey? When you start in your career or in your hobby or what have you, to actually sit down and sketch every day, and it feels very intimidating, and what am I going to draw and all this. And now it's like, you're just drawing like a machine all the time. Do you think so?
Yeah.
I always have been a machine. But I never, similar to Angelina, I never did colour. I was always sketch, and just biro. And, it took me a long time to start learning how to do colour. I would say I only really got better at that through working for Tops, getting used to Copics and pencil crayons and, blending. And it's been fairly recent, my colour journey, but I've always drawn, sketched. Could sketch all day long, fine.
Yes, especially when you're on holidays or something like this. When being in Italy, for example, which is the most beautiful country in this world. Yeah, it is. But seeing all those buildings, and you just want to frame this moment, for example, and the only thing you got is maybe your sketchbook, or of course you still got your mobile phone, but it's not the same feeling looking at your
when you look at the sketches that you've created when you've gone to Italy. I'm sure you remember the moment, you remember how warm it was or how cold it was, who you were with. It's like you get this little capsule of a moment in time and you remember everything about it. Whereas when you look at the photographs, sometimes you're like, wait a minute, what was that we were doing? But with a sketch, when you've actually done a sketch, you remember everything. I love that about that.
Yeah, exactly. And this is why I still do sketchbooks, or I still draw my sketchbooks, but it's got I don't stick to that much as I do on doing normal stuff, just like drawings or portraits or something like this.
But if you're working, you're still drawing every day, so it counts.
Yeah, actually, yes. Yeah.
You're all good.
Sorry, I was just going to say, for the competition you're doing at the moment, we're going to pop, if you can let us know the name of the group, so people can visit it and go and vote for you and give you a like on your picture. So we'll pop that in the description, the name of the group, if that's okay.
Where should people go to go vote for you?
I think first it's I shared the link on my Facebook page, on my normal private account.
Okay.
But you can still see the link. I think it's for the public. It is the group itself is called Do You Speak Watercolor? I think,
Was that what it's called? Okay.
Do You Speak Watercolor? ? Yeah. And I don't know. I think this is how it's called. And you can vote. I hope you vote for me. You just have to click on the portrait, which is really important. Don't like only
Okay, everybody, go out and vote for Angelina. Go do it now.
Go.
Listen to the rest of the podcast and then go do it.
Can I have 1 minute, please?
Of course.
Or 2 seconds?
How many sketchbooks do you have, Lindsey, that you've done?
How many sketchbooks do I have?
Yeah. Of yours that you've done,
Piles.
Cool.
Piles and piles.
We must
I'm
do
really fast at sketching, so it's, my friend keeps telling me to put them together and sell them or do something with them, but
no, keep them. It's part of you.
Yeah, they just take up a lot of space though.
It's worthwhile.
When I'm looking for a blank piece of paper, and that one's full, that one's full.
We'll have to get you some new ones for Christmas. Do you have any advice for artists, Angelina, that you would like to share?
Advice. Oh, so many. I think when the video is over, I remember more things. But it's always like this, isn't it?
It is.
Um, well, the first advice is don't copy any other artists. I think
Very good point.
don't copy any artists. Stick to your own or find your own style. I always say you can try to paint like Leonardo da Vinci, for example. I wanted to say Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yes, he can.
Sorry. Like Leonardo da Vinci, for example. But in the end, everyone will say, "Oh, it looks like Leonardo da Vinci," but for example, not like Ingrid or Lindsey. Yeah. So this is my second advice. Stick to your own style. Find your own style. Try things out. Don't be afraid of using new materials. In the end, of course, sometimes you will fail, maybe, but you have tried it out. So
Failing is okay.
Yeah. This is also a point. Failing is okay, and I think the next or the last most important advice for me that I found out in the last years is being happy for other artists, being always happy for their
Success.
Yeah.
That's a very interesting point that you make. I haven't heard very many people say that. It's really important, and it takes a little bit of wanting to do it sometimes, that, you know, be happy for other people when they succeed.
Yeah, because I think our community it is very important. How can I say that? It is very important. I have seen, or I just experienced, or I remember I was very jealous of other successes, and was not very happy about my own goals, maybe, or as I said, very, very jealous on other artists. And then I met, for example, Andrew Fry or Eric Müller or you guys. You're very fantastic. And when we met in the group, maybe for the Tops group, I just felt myself. I was more satisfied when I was happy for the other ones, when they got more success. And in the end, I said to myself, okay, I'm actually happy. And if you are not, in the end, you will fail. You know what I mean? You will always be the asshole. you in the end, it's not good for yourself. It's not good for your own business, being not nice to other people.
You're very right.
Yeah.
It doesn't do you any favors to compare yourself to other people either. I mean, everyone's their own person, artist. They'll, different things come out of us, don't they?
Yeah.
We should just, you know, it's be happy for other people.
Yeah. And I really have to experience that on my own. Of course, I was always not very nice to other people. Now I see that. But in the end, I would never do that again. I
never remember seeing you not being nice to anyone.
But
I think that we've all had our moments of jealousy. I will freely admit, I've been like, damn, you know, but we all have our successes, we all have our failures, and I've, over the many years I've been around, if you actually learn so much more, so I'm all right with it.
Yeah.
I used to be very negative, and then you just try and change the way you look at things, and life's just so much better when we all help and support each other, and it's a lot of fun.
Absolutely right. Lindsey, do you have any more questions? We'll slowly wrap this up. It's late for everyone in our necks of the woods.
Is there anything you'd like to say that we haven't asked you? Anything you want to talk about that we haven't asked?
Oh, that I would like to say. I would love to return.
Yes.
I love talking to you. I was so nervous, and now I'm so calmed down. Really, I'm feeling more secure. Definitely. Yeah.
Oh, you definitely are welcome back on. We'll have to arrange. Maybe we should have a sketchbook episode, and we'll have a whole bunch of people, and we'll all bring our sketchbooks, and we can share the sketchbooks. And
this is great. This is a fantastic idea.
That would be fun.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
I would love. Oh.
No questionable art, perhaps, but I mean, apart from that, we can. You never know,
Yeah, you can learn from others. It's actually
all Kylo Ren nipples. All Kylo Ren.
That's funny because we're never allowed to draw for people who don't know and don't understand. We're never allowed, working for Tops, you're just not allowed to draw Kylo Ren with no shirt.
Yeah, I don't know
why, but you just can't. So, maybe we have to go in our sketchbooks and do all Kylo Ren nipples. There you go.
Fantastic.
Okay, well,
I will write this down. I will.
Okay.
We're expecting your beautiful, serious style.
Or maybe a book about naked Kylo Ren and naked Leia, maybe slave.
Oh,
Leia.
yeah. All of a sudden, we have a lot more followers on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Angelina. This has been a true pleasure, and absolutely for sure we're going to have you back on.
Oh my God, thank you.
So I wish you all the best, and I hope you win that competition. Everybody who's listening has to go find those links on Facebook and go click and vote for Angelina.
Oh my God, thank you very, very much. It was such a great pleasure and honor.
Oh, hey, it was so nice to talk to you. We're both fans of your art.
So am I of yours. Yeah. And of your personalities. Yeah, I love talking to you. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, it's always lovely when I get a comment from our Benners.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Angelina.
Thank you.
Until the next time, all the best to you. Oh, I forgot to ask where people can find you. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Well, on Instagram, Instagram it is just Angelina Benedetti .art, and on Facebook, try to add me just under my normal name. Yeah, just
you can send me all the links and I'll include them in the show notes. Okay,
I will. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you again. Have a good evening.
You too. Sleep well.